Morning, my peeps. Just sounds better. It's Michelle, the Sacred Spiritual Healer. Anyone that wants any personal readings, know that there's still a few slots open for this coming week. All right. Just spraying my hands with blessed sage. Of course, I've already cleaned everything, meditated. The cards are ready to roll. They're jumping off the table. So we're going to get right to it. Anyone that's new to the channel or new to Tarot, please read the description as I lay out the cards. You can scroll down to read the description. It'll explain to you that how to take the energies such as Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energy, that it's, you know, applicable to your situation. And the masculine or males versus females, it's irrelevant. Gender is irrelevant, right? Time is irrelevant, even though we do pull past, present, and future. All right, so we're going to get overall reading. Spirit, call in the spirits and others. Okay, true and precise messages for Divine Feminine energy, Divine Masculine energy. Thank you. Divine Feminine energy, you're feeling your himself, you're feeling yourself, but in a masculine sense of very strong and powerful, like the Divine Feminine energy coming to the forefront. And the Divine Masculine energy is kind of in a surrender mode, knowing that they're protected by Spirit. Okay, give us the recent past energy, the collective, please. The recent energy of the collective. Past. Thank you. And the person they're dealing with, their counterpart, their divine counterpart, Spirit, please. Thank you. Okay, we're going to get some career notes. These are in reverse. Let's flip them over. Okay, true and precise messages for the collective, Spirit regarding their money, their career. Okay, again, pulling in the energies and the messages from the collective, from Spirit. True and precise messages for the overall energy they're dealing with today, what's coming at them and what they have to face throughout their day. Thank you. We're going to look at the near future as well with the Mystic Shaman deck. On the bottom of the deck is your Kundalini. Know that you are receiving blessings of moving that Kundalini energy up. Also, the Spirit wanted me to change the candle from heart chakra to sacral chakra candle. So it's orange candle that's been burning during my meditation, and any of the orange stones I placed there as well. Also have the many paths card here on the split. Knowing and be reminded that regardless, as long as you're following the light, there are many paths to obtain your ascension. It just depends on which path you choose as to whether you choose the path of blessings or choose the path that's going to cause, you know, it's going to be of more trial and tribulations. Your future. And the near future, Spirit of their counterpart, the person that they're dealing with. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Spirit reminded me. He wants me to pull these for the... Alright, recent past. Alright, of the collective. And their counterpart. have for you, you have here for the divine feminine energy, which we all have divine feminine, but this is more, I'm hearing that this is the collective and the counterpart for some of you. For some of you, this is divine feminine and divine masculine energies. All right, so now we move forward. Number 8 card here. Listening to your higher self. Your crown chakra is glowing. Your third eye is open. Your heart chakra is open. It's all been activated. And you're seeing the change within yourself. You're absorbing and accepting yourself. You're accepting your shadow side of self as well. Recognizing in the recent past, after that transformation, death and rebirth, that you had to look at, Spirit showed you, whether you wanted to see it or not, whether you intentionally went back and looked or not, you had that monkey mind. Spirit showed you visions and reminders of things that you've done to perhaps hurt others, not harm necessarily, but like hurt their feelings, did something shadowy, right? From the shadow side, devil energy type thing. Whether it was lies, deceit, just gossip, whatever it be, that it wasn't for your highest good, but you had to look at that in the recent past, and now you've forgiven yourself and moved forward, accepting that you had that shadow side of yourself, and we all do, right? We all have done something from the time we were born, from the time we came into the earth. Even if it was as an infant you cried for a temper tantrum, there was still something that was a shadow side of ourselves that you might have had to see. And masculine or counterpart here is again with the wisdom. They are being protected by their higher self and by divine, their spirit guides. I'm hearing number 9 here, near completion, the Epani's wild daughter. And you see here that she's like an angel in protecting the masculine energy currently, because the masculine energies have been going through a death and rebirth of their own, their transformation alone, just in the masculine energy within all of us, collective, wide. Those that are in the awakening process, the journey for soul peace, right? Your inner peace. And finding and gaining wisdom regarding this. In the recent past, I'm going to look at these first, because these are the ones Spirit wanted me to pull first. I pulled these by mistake, but Spirit says I can take them. All right, so in the recent past, you're coming up as a high priestess. Kudos to you. Nice job, divine feminine's energy, because it could be male or female, remember. You're very much in tune, embracing your gifts, your power. You're sitting in your throne, and you're waiting for that divine counterpart to go through the rest of his transformation, the rest of his healing, so that he can come to you and you can be together in partnership in your soul purpose. But until then, you are stepping into your purpose, stepping into and recognizing all the gifts that Spirit has given you, which is amazing. This is awesome for the majority of the collective, because I know on this wave that we have many new wavers, people that are just awakening, just realizing that they are either a twin flame or just awakening to their purpose in life, what they came here to succeed at, leaving behind things such as that monkey mind, that self-sabotage, the 9 of Swords. And don't worry if you still are in this energy of once in a while you're get stuck in a situation where you're overthinking things and it puts you in the 9 of Swords situation. Just recognize it and surrender it to Spirit so that you can move forward. And sometimes it may be a short moment in time, maybe a day or 2 or longer. But the sooner you recognize that it's your own sabotage, your own holding yourself back without surrendering something, then the faster you can move forward. And you're seeing that now in the recent past. Okay, we're going to take a look at the fairies, and what they want to tell you about your recent past is, yeah, exactly. But you know you've been going through a transformation and that you're almost there, right? With the 13 number, body, mind, and soul, the Las Gunas here. You can see that she's coming into her own, where she's growing her wings. They're not quite full yet, but yet still part animal or amphibian here with the little, I don't know, frog legs. But also her crown chakra, leaving behind the old things that don't serve her, and looking to the future for the future self, for her future, for her future self. Number 11 card, Lusty Moon's Daughter. This is where you're listening to your higher self and you're recognizing that transformation and rebirth, where you feel the energy coming to you from divine and knowing that you are blessed with the gifts from spirit and what that means for you and how you can utilize them now in your divine spirit. It's embracing the high priestess within you, being in your power. Right? And look at her grin and even his grin underneath. This is his higher self or her higher self, whatever. And speaking your truth. Number 5 is all about change. A change of the way you're speaking, a change of the way you're communicating. More compassionate, more with unconditional love for others, taking their feelings into consideration, taking their perspective into consideration before you spout off with the sword, off with his head type Queen of Swords energy, right? Because you've gone from the Queen of Swords to the Empress, embodying all 4 queens, right? And then you've stepped into your power as a high priestess or high priest. And if it's a high priest, then of course you embodied all 4 kings. But nonetheless, you're now listening to your higher self, your intuition, you're receiving downloads from spirit through your crown chakra, listening and speaking your truth with the throat chakra here. Your counterpart, the person you're dealing with, still going through a little bit of trauma. Yeah, they have some toxicity that they're dealing with. All right, and I've already done all of my readings, my counterparts' readings, so that my energy doesn't intertwine with yours, because I want to give you as the collective on a new, the newer waves and such, the most, razor focused or pinpoint, true, precise messages that we can bring to you from spirit regarding your situation. So your counterpart here is going through a transformation, initiation. The initiation. Hangman here is in this deck. It's the shaman deck, and where yes, their spirit guides have come together to protect them, but put them through the initiation to go through the next gate, the next portal of ascension, to make sure that they pass the test. And so they're hanging there, not allowing them to move forward until they pass this test, until they pass the initiation. And as such, they are being tested. They are having to look at their responsibilities of certain situations. They are having to look at themselves in the mirror to see that perhaps that they weren't the person they thought they were. Maybe they don't even didn't know themselves at all in the past, and now they're realizing who they are and the importance of their being, that they are the divine counterpart, that they are starseed. And this bringing them to, perhaps in the past they've planted seeds in the wrong place. Maybe they were with a soulmate that they had a deep connection with, and it was fun, exciting, sexually drawn to them, but they're realizing that was not, that their seeds were not planted in the correct place, and they need to cultivate the ground, move on from the karmic or that toxicity, and plant the seeds in the right place to move forward for their highest good. And here you have this man balancing, meditating, but realizing that he's covered or surrounded by weeds, and that this plant that he's planted is inside his home instead of where it should be, right? And justice has come in the recent past. These vultures are coming in to remove the masks from his carcass, to strip him of the things that kept him hidden, the cloak, the masks, leaving him bare, leaving him naked, to be vulnerable to the situation and face it head on with nothing to hide behind. Moving forward, he now has to be in his truth, because it's the only way forward. And seeing that and facing his toxicity. Number 8, someone here is an alcoholic or indulging in way too much alcohol, is what I just heard. and not wanting to see, trying to pull this hat, or this, even that he's sitting here naked like we just said with the other card, but trying to pull this hat over his face so he doesn't have to see. So instead he's closing one eye so that he doesn't have to face or look himself in the mirror of what he's done, of his responsibility, of surrendering it to spirit, not to feel guilty, not to embarrass them, but to know that they need to surrender those toxicities to spirit so that they can move forward in their truth. And with that truth, number 4 card, knowing that they're protected, but half the footer here is a little fairy that comes along to make sure that they are walking the path of truth, that they are walking in a clean, pristine footing underneath them, because if their feet are dirty, they're going to eat holes in their socks. That's what Spirit just said. Half the footer comes in to eat holes in your socks if you have dirty feet, if you're walking in filth. Okay, so clean your feet, somebody. I don't know what that's about. 3, body, mind, and soul. The Lume, and I love this little guy under here. He so much reminds me, and mirroring, of course, mirroring, right? This guy right here, it's the same one. So you're mirroring one another, the divine counterparts, where you're already at the spot where you're glowing, that silly grin of feeling that high vibration and your higher self, because you've stepped in your power, and now you because of that growth, because you've done the work, divine collective, then your counterpart is also listening to their higher selves. Here he's like, I'm not so sure about this. His look at his face. And then she's like looking to the future and listening and hearing spirit guides. But you can see here it's been quite a battle, because her wings, her angelic wings of the fairy, are all tethered, and she feels battered and bruised and not sure of where to go next. So this is your counterpart. Perhaps they are listening now and being awoken, and they hear their spirit guides, they hear their higher self, but they've got this look of, I'm not so sure. So they're contemplating, right? They're trying to see where to go next. Okay, and in your career space, let's look at our monies, and hopefully it's about money, because, yeah, we've got cups, not money. So somebody's abundant in love, but you're probably broke. Just kidding. 7 of Cups. Someone has a lot of options here, looking to the future to what their options will be. What are they going to choose? Are they going to choose love, their heart? They can choose passion with the lotus flower here, their spirituality, religion, their kundalini here, or I'm sorry, Spirit corrected me, it's not kundalini, it's their more toxicity, like satanic energies, toxicity, sleazy. Or are they just going to choose their ego of what they can build, how other people see them, right? So these are all options they have. They can choose the way forward or what they're going to focus on, but they hold themselves to a high regard. They think they're above it all, and they haven't. Okay, so this is during their career, they're holding themselves, or this is someone of a position. That's why they think of themselves above it, because they are someone of a position, perhaps a manager, supervisor, someone that owns their own business. Thank you, Spirit. So these are energies where you are either in your own business to some extent, or you are looking to own your own business, but this is how you're going to make money, and you feel you have choices here. And which choice will you make? But you're looking to the future and how it's going to affect your future, which is great. And what your choices are going to be, because you're leaving something behind. Here, knowing that it's divinely guided, you're coming across is the Hierophant, which to get to this point, you would be financially blessed. You have worked right through your career. Someone that's again, I hear of a higher power or position, but this is also for some of you knowing that your career is protected by the divine, whatever your soul, if you're in your soul purpose, thank you, Spirit, for those that are looking to be in their soul purpose, that it is divinely guided with the angel behind this bird, that you will receive financial abundance. For some of you, this is a court card in regarding a separation. Perhaps you had a business at home, and there's a breaking or dividing of the assets, returning of keys. Someone is leaving this job so that they can move on to their own business, which is divinely guided and for their highest interest. Thank you. Okay, this gets confusing at times with all these changes, all these choices. Number 6 of Cups, holding on to what they feel is theirs, what's rightfully theirs regarding their career, regarding their money and how they make their money. They want something, they want their sole purpose, they want, they desire and are passionate, what they're passionate about, yes. And this could have been regarding a 3-party situation that they had to leave behind, or a situation where they did work at home, that the love and passion is affecting where they make their money and how much it blooms, how much comes to fruition, because in some sense the way things have been dying off for some time, and they know it. They know that the things that they've been haunted by, things from the past, regarding these other cups here, but they are holding true to what they're truly passionate about to move forward. You see this bird, this crow is looking to the future, and so is this one here, right? And this one here is confident in the stance they took because they know that it was for their highest good, for their best interest. Our current energies are coming at you. Wow, very nice. I like it. Okay, so you have coming up first this morning is the Hangman, seeing things from a different perspective, looking at even if it's this message or another tarot reader or a message that you're receiving from home or work, that it's causing you to take a look at things from a higher perspective, seeing that it might or might not be from the divine, and which one you're going to choose if you have a choice to make, but how you're going to move forward and how you see yourself in the future, because there's a mirror here as well. And this is causing you to, you're willingly looking at things. The Hangman here is you're choosing to look at this from another perspective for your highest good, so that you can see how it's going to reflect on you, but also what's for your divine purpose. What does the divine want? And you are trying to balance things, because here not only do we have the hourglass in front of a mirror trying to follow divine timing, but also it looks like it's trying to balance out, right? So seeing that's what your goal is to make sure that you are balanced and that you're following divine timing, listening to your spirit guides. Very nice. And this is communication, 8 of Wands. Okay, communication coming up out of the storm cloud, something that perhaps there's been something looming over you like a storm cloud, or you're just coming out of a storm, but communication coming through this is going to lighten your day, going to be something to celebrate. And I'm going to show you this. Okay, so you see the storm clouds below, but these beautiful wands have lights upon them. Even the crystals are just glowing with spiritual divine guidance. And so it's divine communication, not only from spirit, but from others in your circle. And we'll clarify these in a minute as to who's coming in with this message. Page of Swords. This reminds me of the energy of the peace offering. Someone wants to lay down the swords. Put a rest to the communication, I'm hearing to some. Take a break from communicating. They need to go within, perhaps, and see how they're going to move forward. But also for some of you, this is a peace offering here. It reminds me of the pillow, what do they call the ring bearer in a wedding? How they bring forth and present the pillow with the rings on top, right? And here they have the swords of communication on this pillow of offering. And so this page is bringing forth a message of communication, but wanting peace, wanting to lay down the swords in way of communication, to have a peaceful communication so that things can move forward with you. This is the Chariot card. You see the divine light coming down from spirit, and in this chariot is only one person. That's you, the collective. And these horses, they have a hold of the reins, and they are trying to direct and move these horses for the chariot to move forward with divine guidance, following the light. Perhaps they are leaving, not trying to control the situation because they don't have a tight grip on these. The reins are very loose, right? And they feel like it's been an emotional movement forward because there's a lot of water here getting splashed up. So even when they're trying to move forward, a lot of emotion still keeps coming up at them. Just when they think they're in the clear, boom, more emotion. Temperance is here to balance those things, to give things, I'm hearing give things a break, to allow you to breathe, to take a deep breath and allow temperance, allow spirit to send temperance in and balance you, to balance the communication and this connection. Sorry, I didn't show you. Okay, let's take a look. In the near future, the sorcerer has been coming up a lot, so is Wild Woman and the Circle out of the whole deck. It seems like Spirit's really driving home the message that number 3, body, soul, and mind. And here we have, I get this, is the crown chakra is wide open. The heart chakra and throat chakra are open. Their solar plexus is here also. But perhaps they are out of alignment of their sacral chakra, which is why Spirit's pointing this out to me. But also we have the sacral, the orange candle lit with the orange stones. The yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. Things that your sacral chakra needs balancing to bring it into an alignment. For some of you, perhaps you need to dance or give, so move more, do some exercises, yoga or dance. Something that allows you to move, to bring that sacral chakra back into balance. Someone in the collective at least, but someone that's, the majority of the message here is coming across as a sacral energy needing healing. Perhaps it's been sexual trauma in your past life as a child. Do your inner child work. Also could be sexual trauma versus in regards to, you felt you gave too much of yourself in a connection in the past. But nonetheless, it needs healing. So light an orange candle, and these are the citrine. No, I'll look it up. Hang on. All right, Spirit says it's important. Let me get that book for you. I don't know why the name of it just left me, or why Spirit doesn't just give me the name. Sorry, Spirit Guide, I'm hanging on you right now. Can't hear it. See. Carnelian? I think it's carnelian. Let me pull this up. Hang on. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's carnelian. I was right. So carnelian. Okay, so Spirit says to get carnelian, the majority of the collective right now, it's important that you get some carnelian from your local store or online. And I have an orange candle lit, but Spirit says, let's see, tomorrow. common, specific colors, position, healing. Carnelia is full of life and vitality. It stimulates the metabolism. Carnelian activates the base chakra as well. Influences the feminine reproductive organs, which is your sacral. Increases fertility. The stone overcomes frigidity, okay, and impotence. Heals out lower back problems as well as depression. It helps alleviate kidney issues. All right, so again, carnelian. All right, for whatever reason, Spirit wasn't going to let me go forward till I got that for you. So the sorcerer here is looking at the past, but with love, unconditional love. I'm getting with this because the rainbow here is, well, some would think of it as something totally different. I'm not getting into that. But it's unconditional love, not only for themselves but for others, and they're seeing that love, how and where it comes from, and how they can move forward with honor. The wild woman here again is about dancing. The number 6, 7, 8 reminds me too of what you have to walk away from to be stable in yourself, to love yourself. Okay, so you have to walk away from something right now. Pull back your energy from your counterpart, perhaps. Love yourself, heal yourself. Don't be afraid to dance in your house, your yard, whatever. This reminds me of if you go for a walk, just dance and walk and be free. Dance in the rain. Like if you go out in the woods for a walk, Spirit's saying, just dance. Spirit wants you to dance. It'll help you with your sacral chakra to feel love for yourself, to help you. Okay, so here there's this heart. They're pointing out to me the heart here on this picture is upside down, and it'll help you to balance and turn things upright, to get things in the right position, to see things with that new perspective. Thank you, Spirit. So that things can grow and to come to fruition. You see here, I'm going to hold it up so you can see the heart. You may not see what I see. Spirit shows me some different things. 8, circle, the cycle of life, knowing and understanding the cycle of life. Everything has a beginning, everything has an ending. We came here for a purpose. We came here for a soul purpose. A lot coming in with this card. Oh dear. Came here for a soul purpose, and it's important right now that time is now. Now is of can't even speak as fast as the messages are coming in. Time is of the essence. Now is the time to move forward and understand in your soul purpose. Also, I'm getting that the children need you. Someone in the collective, there's people that are in this collective that perhaps you work with children, because I've been getting that just recently. Missing children, human trafficking, that's affecting the trauma of the future, affecting the vibration of Mother Earth and the universe. Because the trauma they're receiving during these, while they're being, okay, Spirit says because they're being traumatized, yeah. Obviously, they're kidnapped, they're missing, right? The missing persons, the missing children, human trafficking that is going on right now. Spirit's saying it's a vital importance that you work to bring them back to their, for safety, for the good of their highest self, because they are not, even if they die, they're not, when they reincarnate, they won't be able to heal their past life. They won't know the trauma that was caused. The majority of humans don't realize they have to heal their past life, I'm hearing. And for those of you in the collective that Spirit wants you to know, you have to look back at is the circle, not only of what you've done here on earth this lifetime, but to heal your past life and to heal your inner child. Number 8, don't walk away from it. Don't walk away from the children, the souls that need you. Thank you, Spirit. Don't walk away from the souls that need you. Spirit wants you in soul purpose. Wow. For any of you that triggers, then know. Spirit says to face the trigger. Don't blame. Thank you. Don't blame the messenger. That Spirit wants you to know that you need to. If you are triggered, then it's something you need to heal, to work on within yourself, to go in your inner child and heal whatever that just triggered for you. Evidently, someone's been triggered. that Spirit's bringing that to the forefront. All right, so let's see what we have here. Okay. Yeah, again, people that I get right away, someone about the... Clearly we have people that have... Number 5, change. Change the way you talk, change the way you communicate. It's important that you see things from that higher perspective. See it from the other person's shoes. Put yourself in their position of what you would want to hear or what you would want to communicate. And communicate with unconditional love, regardless to your... Lose your ego. I don't know why that come across. Someone just was like hollering in my ear, lose your ego. When you communicate, that you need to see it from their perspective for the highest good, but with love, unconditional love, love and light. We're supposed to be communicating, especially regarding... Okay, so this is coming across right now as your divine counterpart, not only communicating with love to them about them, the connection, about their dealing with their toxicity, dealing with their karmics, but also if you have to interact with their karmics, to do so with love and light, do so with compassion, because they don't know of this journey. They don't know that they're karmic. They don't know that they were a lesson to someone. They're not awakened. Spirit says to have compassion in communication, in the way we speak of them. We should have compassion. Thank you. And use our wisdom to know the difference. Use our wisdom how we communicate as well. Use our third eye. Spirit's showing us the future, showing us new perspectives as well with our third eye. Okay. And for some of you, to look into the eyes of those that you're speaking with, and you will be able to sense their energy, feel their energy, and communicate with, to know the difference of the energy you're communicating with. Thank you. Is that everything? A lot with this card. I don't know if it also, okay, I was going to not go on there, but for some reason this is tied into the message here about missing children. The way the hand is over this, it reminds me of someone kidnapping. Is what they're showing me is someone's kidnapping this child or people, not allowing them to cry for help. And it's up to us to send love and light. To share, perhaps share the... Maybe someone in the collective works with the missing children, or perhaps they were missing and they don't know it. Nonetheless, these messages have come up the last few times. Number 6, moving on, sorry. Not to play little on that, it's just there's a lot coming through and we won't have time to just stay on one card. So moving forward with the 6, change, moving forward from that change, moving forward and intentionally going within as a vision quest, asking Spirit to guide you. And this reminds me of this, like your counterparts mirroring you, right? Because here you are dancing in the wild, and here, all right, thank you, Spirit. Somebody, and this person here is also dancing outside, right? In the moonlight, in the sun, surrounded by their spirit guides, asking for that direction in a vision quest. Asking for that emotional guidance forward. And in someone, their spirit guides and your ancestors are here to witness this. Number 10, it's a completion, but you're also seeing visions of this witness. Perhaps this is yourself from another timeline, your past self or your future self, but it's witnessing with the third eye emblem here is witnessing what you're doing at the moment, and if it's for your highest good, because they are concerned in how you're moving forward. It's the divine counterpart, remember? So they have their highest good, their future self is concerned for how they're moving forward. They're witnessing this movement, this growth with you, but they are concerned as a witness to make sure that they move forward in the right way for their highest good and their soul purpose. Okay, that was deep. Let's us true, precise messages for the collective. For clarity, we're going to clarify these cards, please. Clarify the cards. True and precise messages. Let's clarify the career just to give them something with financial, please. To give them, see where they're at financially. Okay, thank you. And bring forth true and precise messages regarding their current energy today. Clarifying the Hangman, the Wands, the Page of Swords, Chariot, and Temperance. Thank you. And if we could get some messages to clarify the collective's near future and their counterpart. Thank you. Okay, let's take a look. All right, well, use your guidance. The star here is to guide you to balance your emotional. So don't make these decision of choices in your career and your finances from an emotional point of view. Balance yourself first. Listen to your spirit guides and look and make your decision from your third eye, from your spirit guides' guidance. Hierophant here is with the Empress, birthing new beginnings. This is all four queens in one, birthing that new beginning with spiritual guidance as well. And again, we have that angel behind him. So that's clarifying that. And yes, there was double energy. The three-party situation I just heard again, sexual within the workplace. It was the people, they were entertaining them or they were entertaining playing mind games, because we have the star here on his mind covering, wearing a mask here. So someone in the past was playing mind games, playing games with their the people they work with or under them and so forth, realizing that they need to follow their soul purpose now and step out of this devil energy. If they want to be prosperous, they'll follow their guidance and step out of Eight of Swords, that mind holding yourself in this, the monkey mind, blocking yourself. Surrender this energy to spirit. Like we said with the Hangman, you're seeing things from a new perspective. So don't overanalyze it. Move forward and surrender that monkey mind energy to spirit so you can make the steps forward. Again, wow, Eight of Wands regarding communication. You're confirmed with a new Ace of Swords, new beginning in communication, new way of communicating. Thank you. Also, Spirit saying that, and that is the truth. Okay, and here regarding this peace offering, they want to come in out of the cold, and I first heard he, so for some of you it is your masculine that wants to come in out of the cold, and they have their hat down and they are sorry that they've hurt you, that they abandoned you, that they've pulled back, that they've gaslighted you. For someone giving me the messages, that yes, they did gaslight you. They were playing mind games. They wanted you to be jealous. They wanted you to create. They wanted the attention. They wanted you to be jealous and pay them attention, but the wrong kind of attention. And they see that now, and they want to come forth with this peaceful communication, a change in the way they communicate. Because they've learned, they've grown, and they want to move forward with you in this Chariot and have that Six of Cups, equal balance, prosperity. And yes, they realize that other people will be watching this growth. Perhaps it is a karmic hiding in the grass, but they're not worried about it anymore. They don't care anymore of what other people think or how they see it. They want to move forward with you, collective. Temperance is here to balance things out. Remember to help you to bring balance to this regarding your passion as well, to heal your sacral chakra, to balance things so that you can communicate. As a Queen of Wands, yes, you are protecting or standing and protecting this connection, but Spirit wants you to know that they are there protecting you in this divine connection. Here we have in your near future, again with the ace, this totally looks like this right here, watch. Hang on. Aside from the tear in the card, Ace of Wands, right? Mirroring one another. They are mirroring you, protecting this divine connection as well. They are holding true to this connection, this energy that you give. They feel your energy and they miss it. That's why they're coming in with that peace offering, because they miss you. They miss that energy that you give them, and you're mirroring them. And they want this. This is also very much sacral energy here with this represents like the phallic right now. You know, sexual energy, passion, drive that's there. Some of them can't relieve, some of them can't relieve themselves enough because they want you. Somebody really wants to come in and come out of the cold. Judgment is here regarding the situation, putting an end to the way things were. 10 of Pentacles. Maybe they were more focused on their earthly possessions. This is the collective. But I'm feeling like this is, even if it is the collective, you perhaps thought you were focused on your money more than your mission, more than your soul purpose, more than your divine counterpart in love. You need to change their perspective to open your heart space and allow you to love yourself so that love can come into you, so that you can be financially abundant. But things are, a 10 is an ending to the way you've seen things before. Counterpart here. They know that you are guide, that you are their star. You're balancing, well, they're not that you balance them, but they are learning from you how to balance themselves, how to balance their emotions regarding you. Again, you teach them, you guide them, and that's exactly what the divine feminine energy does, right? The chaser in the beginning goes through the journey of healing themselves first, and the masculine energy follows that, because you teach them how to balance, how to go through this journey, loving themselves, so that they are then ready to receive and give love. They are doing the work. They said the 8 of Pentacles. Normally an 8 is like the giving away, but this person is so focused on their pentacles right now. They're growing cobwebs. For some of them, this cobweb is a web of lies they've been trapped in, and they were trying to just keep working and focusing on something else because they didn't want to face the flame that was there. They didn't want to face this passion that they have for you. They didn't know the energy was so strong. They didn't know what to do with it because they felt like it was more of a devil or dark energy with the moon card here. They thought it was from the shadow side because it just... Okay, so you... some bizarre messages coming through today. Again, you really liked their fire. Okay, let's get some clarification. Messages from your ancestors that are around you. Turtle Clan, grounding, number 5, steady progress, solidity. So ground yourself also. Imagine you're like as if you had roots in your, coming from your feet, you have roots that go to the Mother Earth, right? The center of Mother Earth when you're doing your meditation. And that earth chakra, 18 centimeters below your feet, imagine it going down into the earth, grounding you so that you are grounded. And then steady progress, know that slow and steady wins the race, but sometimes there's no time to be quite that slow. Spirit's saying now's the time to move, not to be slow, but it is a steady progress and a spiritual timing. Solidity is you've solidified this connection. You've already know to open your heart and to move forward. And medicine wheel, your healing and oneness, healing yourself, healing and loving yourself, inner growth, going within and healing your inner child. And 0 card is that leap of faith forward, and you've been contemplating this. Spirit says it's time to stop contemplating and take the leap of faith forward. I now have the hiccups, so I apologize. Wisdom, Spirit path of the East. Again, I get that your mother and your aunt's grandmother are around you. Universal law. For some of you, perhaps you need to look up or study the universal law to understand what goes around comes around. What you put out there, you bring back. That you have all the tools within you to be a co-creator of your own universe, of your own life, your own world. You are learning this, and that is a process. But now you're sharing this knowledge with your counterpart to help them learn it as well. And you're sharing, or should be sharing, as part of your soul purpose, the journey that you've been on, your path. Share the wisdom from your path that you have gained with others that are in the same journey, that are just now awakening and wondering how to get started, or what does all those first few steps mean to them, and how to guide them along the way. Share your knowledge. Share your wisdom. What your spirit guides want to say to you, the ones that are beside you daily, watching you since you were a child. They've always been there, first of all, and they want you to know they're excited and celebrating that you're awakening, you're coming into your own as far as your growth and your spiritual growth, your soul purpose, and finally seeing things as they are. Ancient Forest here says, yes, they want you to meet with them out in the forest, walk in the woods, walk in nature, and appreciate nature for what it is, the beauty. And they are there giving you messages as well, because when it's peaceful and quiet in the forest or in the woods, when you go on your walk and it's so quiet and peaceful, they are whispering to you and you can hear them. And there's signs and synchronicities all around you. They want you to know they're always communicating with you, even through music, through songs on the radio, through the birds, butterflies, numbers. Prayer feather. I got sacrifice from this. Almost like perhaps you need to do a altar. Set an altar up. For some of you, go out in nature and look for feathers. But some, I'm just hearing to create your own altar, to be able to give thanks, to pray, or to meditate. That's all I got with it, though. It was kind of simple. I got a whole life story on every other card, but that one didn't give much. Okay, Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that new can enter. Yes. So if you're holding on to an old love or an old karmic or an old, not old per se, but a past, really something, if you're still remembering and giving energy to an old relationship, you need to release it so that a new person can come into your life. A new situation can come into your life. If you're still contemplating and worrying about an old job, then you need to release it so that a new job can come into your energy. As you constantly worry or think about things of the past, it takes space in your energy to block, and it blocks the new from coming to you. Arakura, blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process. Do not give up. And the angels want you to know. Angel of emergence. It is time for the real you to emerge. Take off the mask. Allow the real you to come forth. And be true to yourself. Be your true, authentic self. Okay, angel of guidance. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. A renewed sense of direction will soon manifest. Okay, and the fairies. Oops. All right. Evidently, there's a few here. got another one. All right, I only plan on taking 2. So, renew yourself for all your, reward yourself for all your hard work. Yes, you've come a long way. Be happy and successful and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Amen. I love my time alone. Well, I'm never alone. I always have 3 dogs. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work and home. Yes, and getting soul purpose, getting mission. Being distracted and failing to see the magical opportunities before you. Taking someone or something for granted and the discontentment with life. Oh, look at this poor little angel is begging. Has got his little hands begging her to pay attention to me. Please pay attention. Pay attention to those that are around you, the ones you love. Give unconditional love. Share that passion, the emotion. Don't hold back your emotional feelings or your thoughts. It doesn't cost you anything to tell someone if you love them that you love them. If if they're a dear friend to you, say that they're a dear friend to you. It doesn't cost you a thing. It doesn't cost you a thing. I mean, how hard is it to speak a few words, right? And especially to your children, hug them and show them that you appreciate them for the energy that they are. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. Whew. Information that can help you, but which may be difficult to hear. That could be any one of the tarot readers or a message coming to you near soon. It's going to be difficult to hear, and some of these messages may be difficult to hear, but know that it's for your highest good so that you know how to move forward. Justice is here. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions are being made on your behalf. Okay, and last but not least, what you need to work on aside from your Spirit wants you to remember to balance and clear your base or your sacral chakra. Okay. Know that you are also being blessed with every video. Spirit sends a blessing with each one, clearing blockages from your chakras as well as giving you clarity of your soul purpose so that you will get in soul purpose. You will take a step towards that mission. Also, here we have what you need to work on is temptation. Number 6, saying no to things. And no is a complete sentence, okay? Saying no to the drugs, the alcohol. Saying no to perhaps multiple sexual partners. Saying no to the to chocolate. I don't know who that was for, but it came through. All right, the universe. Number 3, body, mind, and soul. Balance yourself through meditation. For some of you, yoga may be an option also to help you balance. And heartache and loss. Number 3, body, mind, and soul may feel this heartache, this pain, this loss. But know that some loss of things that we have to cut out for our highest good is for our highest good. Especially to move forward from the toxicity so that the other person can grow and love themselves. They need to fill their own cup of love first before they're available for emotional love to another person, right? And same with ourselves. And so yes, heartache may come to you and you may feel at loss, but during that time it's important to find a way to show yourself love, whether it's get a manicure, pedicure, a massage, whether it's just buy yourself a plant, but do something for you to fill your heart with love for self and to fill that void of loss. And perhaps volunteer at an animal shelter. Animals give you unconditional love, and they are homeless as well, so they need love too. They're home. Perhaps some of their owners have abandoned them, and they have abandonment issues of their own. And since we are all connected, yeah, spend time with an animal shelter or adopt a dog. cat, perhaps, to help them as we are. I mean, they're someone's soul. We all reincarnate, whether it be to a human or an animal. So, yes, for some reason, an animal shelter might be a good place to fill your heart from that loss, that void. All right, this is what I have for you for today, and I hope you have a blessed day. Remember, Carmeline. All right, have a nice day.